Hey folks, it's Will again. Boy, I know I'm doing a lot of these notes at the start of this week, but that's because we really done screwed up a bunch. So, like I mentioned last time, we recorded episode 100, the Pills Spectacular, ahead of everything else, and then we just dang forgot that we jumped ahead 3 episodes. So we went ahead and did a regular episode, and then we were like, oh, it's the 4th episode, because Pills Spectacular was 2 episodes. Let's do Trinket Sunday. Except this isn't coming out on Sunday. Now is it? It's coming out on Thursday. It's okay, though. I fixed it, and it's seamless. No seams. No seams. Fangborn.
Hello and welcome to Everything to Guppy, the podcast that covers every trinket in the Binding of Isaac series of video games. My name is Gary Butterfield, and with me as always is someone who I would never describe. I would definitely never describe them as this, because I had to invent it, but I would never describe them as well as being a Callus individual, Will Hughes.
Hi, Gary.
You are a big softy.
I try to be. I can harden my heart when it's required or when I'm lazy.
Yeah, you just flex it though like a muscle.
Yeah! Flexing my heart.
Do you ever think about how your heart is just a muscle that is constantly flexing and how exhausting that has to be?
Only when I want to get really worried about the fact that I'm going to die.
Yep. Only when you want to think that you have to breathe.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not a good feeling.
Gary, it's a special
I'm not stoned.
Okay, no, you're just drunk.
I'm
still
drunk.
drunk.
I'm not actually even drunk anymore. We've been recording long enough. I've been eating enough lentils that I've undrunked. I'm trying to catch up with it, but the Everything to Guppy recording experience is outpacing the alcohol in my system. So it's a very special day.
It's Trinket
Thursday.
Sunday, Monday,
Thursday.
days, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Thursday.
days, Thursday, Friday,
Thirsty.
days.
Yeah, baby. Trinket.
Wow. I could make my... Hey, everybody, you can now make your own Trinket
Thursday.
Interstitials.
Yeah, do them for anything. Do them for like a trinket. Me baby one more time.
Or I want to go down to the skating Trinket.
Trinket. Like,
What should I do with this big glass of liquid? Trinket.
Trinket. I assume that there'd be songs, but you could do it for anything.
Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of the English language, Gary.
Yeah. I have a trinket.
It's indescribable. What was the dumb fucking thing you said earlier?
Oh boy, I don't know if I want to repeat it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna let that one go. Anywho, what are we doing this time?
Today we're talking about James Callus.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's Baltar from the Battlestar Galactica TV series.
I don't know what that is.
Fuck you. Today we're talking about Callus.
It's a trinket. And this is a pretty good trinket.
You know, it does the thing I want a trinket to do, which is that it takes away one problem.
Yes. What this does is prevents damage from creep and floor spikes. So you can walk over things, they won't hurt you.
I don't think I actually knew it affected creep. That's great.
Yeah, it just means you don't have to worry about what you're stepping on.
Yeah, creep is way worse than floor spikes because creep, by which we mean anything where an enemy lays down a trail that'll hurt you.
Yeah, like slime.
Yeah,
like acid slime.
Or blood a lot of times.
Blood, yeah.
Some of that creep is really hard to see.
Yeah, or it comes out real fast. Like you look at like Ultra Pride or something like that, and it just comes out real fast. Pretty big pain to avoid it. This means you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
like
it doesn't do anything else.
Transformative? No. Pretty good.
But, sometimes you get that treasure room where you either have to spend a bomb or walk on spikes. Cool.
Yeah. This TC's your B. So useful for things like that. Weird little bit of trivia that's not in the Binding of Isaac thing. I believe that this came about, cause this is a trinket that is not in the main game, even though it's an early ID number. I don't think this is in the base game. I think this came about later. I could be wrong about that.
You mean in the base game of Rebirth or Old Isaac?
Here's where I'm going with that. You can tell me whether I'm out of my mind.
Okay.
I don't remember getting this in Old Isaac. I thought this was an item, one of the items that was inspired by an anti-birth item.
No.
No? Okay. I
No,
could
this
be wrong.
way
Yeah.
predates anti-birth. This came with Rebirth.
Okay. Okay. I wasn't sure about that. In anti-birth, there's an item called socks that does this plus a speed up. And it's like a full item. And like, I always thought that was like kind of a better articulation of this.
I would agree. But you know what? Spikes suck. Having to like try to like diagonally move through spikes is always a real iffy proposition.
I don't like doing it that much.
This is one of that weird class of items where flight entirely negates it.
Yep. Absolutely. And does even better. So like, there's a couple of weird exceptions for this. Mama Gertie.
That's so weird that her spike attack, which is a kind of a cool attack. Like, there's not much else like it in the game. She causes spikes to like poke up out of the ground for a minute. This does not protect you from those spikes. I guess those are just too pointy.
And very weirdly, this also prevents you from using sacrifice rooms.
Yeah.
That's very strange.
I mean, you can always just drop a trinket, so it's not like it's a big deal. But
unless you gulp it.
That's true, Gary.
And then you're just in a weird spot. Like I'm just kind of assumed because flying doesn't prevent sacrifice rooms. Like any other thing that prevents foot damage or contact damage from ground objects does not prevent it, but this one does. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, now I'm actually wondering how those spikes are coded, because I always assumed they were coded differently than regular spikes were because of how they interact with flight.
Yeah, but maybe not. Or maybe it's a third thing. Who knows, right?
The third man.
A third option.
Orson Welles.
Radical centrism. Yeah.
That's because I was thinking Orson Welles, that sounded very much like a Transformer to me.
Yeah, man. I thought Orbitus, whatever the fuck the name of his Transformer is that he is.
Unicron.
Unicron.
Unicron's not actually a Transformer, Gary. He's
right.
a separate thing.
You're right. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. One, I like that movie. Two, I think it's very funny that he's a planet that eats other planets as just kind of a final indignation to a fat guy.
Yeah,
you know?
I get it.
If I ever die, don't use my voice as like, here's a dog that only likes to eat McDonald's and shits food that he eats. Like don't make it about me being fat if I die.
No.
Okay. If you're listening, remember me for other things, please. Even though my body mass is part of the ARG, I need you to remember me for other things. My BMI.
TMI.
That is probably TMI. I don't actually know my BMI.
Gary, you want to make this a short one?
Yeah.
We've done a lot of long episodes this week.
All digressions are leading to uncomfortable places. I was going to go, here's a place that's slightly more comfortable. Do you got calluses? Are you a callus guy?
Yeah, I got a couple calluses. I'm real gross about stuff like that. I'll bite my toenails and stuff. So.
That is gross.
It is gross.
Yeah, I was not expecting it to go there.
Gross, but flexible.
That is true. That is true. Like you can probably get your foot closer to your mouth than I can.
I mean, I can get my toes in my mouth.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that.
Well,
let me see.
Yep.
No, definitively can't. It could be the chair that I'm in, but all right. Well, I might need you to read the. There's no seed. Will, while you have your toes in your mouth, what can people do if they like the show?
Okay, God, I gotta get them back in there. I can't do it for very long. It's really just long enough to get like one good bite.
One good crunch.
Gary, if people enjoy the show,
nobody puked.
I can't do it. Patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv. Take money out of it this week.
Yeah.
Punish.
Yeah.
Punish. Ratings and reviews on iTunes, please. It really helps people find this.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Please. The other thing you can do is good night.
Good night.